Hi, my name's Hayley Quinn and welcome to some of my dating advice videos. Now these are questions that have been sent in by you and are going to be answered by me. So thank you for your support and for keeping sending the questions through. I'm trying to do 2 a week, so I am behind, but I'm working through every single one. If you want to send some of your questions in, please contact me on Twitter at Hayley Quinn or on Instagram at Hayley Quinn X. Now today I've got a couple of interesting questions for you. I'm trying to approach 10 women a week. However, I live in the nearest towns to me have a total of 23,000 people each. Hell, I've even tried searching around in my town and the nearest towns next to mine. I go to a university campus where I'm a grad student, and even when I've gone to LA, I can't seem to find any single girls. What's going wrong? I can't keep spending a ridiculous amount of time and money trying to meet women. Okay, hey dude, so here's the thing. We don't always get what we want at every given moment in life. Believe me, I know this terribly myself. Right now, it sounds like you're focusing and you've got your degree that you need to get through. You're in a geographical location where there aren't that many other people. Honestly, I would focus on, for this stage in your life, just get your stuff done. I say get your shit done. Like, get through your degree, make friends with people on campus, form good social relationships. Think about where your job is going to be and think about actually in maybe a year's time where you can move to, which is going to be a better geographical location. I know this is frustrating, but actually I think one of the bigger lessons in life is that not everything that we want comes to us immediately. Sometimes we have to get the building blocks in place and then we can cross through and do things better. Right now, it's quite obvious to me that the big limitation is geographically where you are. There isn't very many people around there. So it's like you have to solve that before you can proceed forwards with meeting enough women. So that might not be an immediate fix, but that's the right way to go. And I think if you accept it and go, okay, right now life is asking me to focus on doing my degree and I'll get back to this in a year and I'll plan to move to a high density area, that would be great. Because just to me, the fact that you've managed to go to a big city like LA for a couple of days and you're still not finding that many women that you're attracted to, that to me says that you're coming from a space of frustration. Frustration is exactly the wrong frame of mind to bring into dating, sex and romance. So you have to solve that first. And the way that you solve it, as frustrating as this is actually to let that go, refocus on yourself, give this 6 months or a year break, and then proceed forward when the road is clearer. I know this is like possibly not the advice that you wanted to hear, and you wanted to tell me that there was this gold mine of beautiful women that were just 5 miles away from you. But that's not the reality of life. And one of the lessons I've had to learn loads and over and over and over again is that sometimes you don't get everything that you want right now. And in fact, patience is often the right way forwards. Here is my question for your YouTube channel. I'm a sporty person and would like to meet some girls at the gym a bit more. Some girls are only on the treadmill for 1 hour and then leave. I don't want to be that needy guy standing next to her and chat her up. Some girls are hardcore and don't fear the weight and wear sexy sports clothes. But I can't ask her to help me lift because I lift heavy weights she can't control. I hope you have some other ideas for chatting up these girls. But remember, I'll see these girls again, ... I find this quite funny because I totally get it. The gym can feel like the most awkward place to meet people, but then you see lots of attractive people of the opposite sex. I also get that you don't want to be the guy that's just kind of waiting around to talk to those girls, and you're kind of thinking, how can I get to engage with her? The good thing is actually, if you see these girls more than once, you can actually build up an interaction with them over a period of maybe a course of several weeks or months, and that's probably the right way to go about this. You also are not sleazy if you engage with them on a personal level and use something like an observation in order to begin the conversation. So don't say that she has sexy, sporty clothes on. Say, I really like that you're one of these girls that isn't afraid of weights. That's really cool. I love to weight train. Say something like that begins a dialogue with her. Then maybe you have a 10 or 20 or 30-second interaction. At the end, offer your name and get hers. Then the next time that you see her, you go, oh, hey, Mandy. Oh, it's Rob. Yeah, how's the weight training going? And then gradually you can actually, over a course of several weeks or months, build up a familiarity and a conversation and a connection with her. So at the beginning, you're only really making 1 or 2 comments and having a very short frame of conversation. So you're not trying to take anything away from her. Then as you build up more of a human connection and more trust, gradually, you can actually shift the amount of time you're speaking to her, and then it's going to seem really natural for you to say, oh yeah, you know what, we should grab a drink, or we should grab a drink after you train, or let's go get a juice here. And that will feel unnatural if you say something that's very physically orientated, or you just ask her out straight away, but will seem extremely natural if you've actually built up that conversation. So I'd be thinking not exactly long game here, but like short to medium game. And I'd also be thinking about how you can comment on what she's doing and praise her for it. So whether that's saying, I like how you're into lifting weights, or you could say, I like how you've just been, as she's coming off the treadmill, so focused and running for a whole hour, and then relate to yourself. I think I'd collapse if I tried to run on a treadmill for an hour. That relating to yourself also softens what you're saying, and again takes away the sleazy factor and instead builds the connection factor. So I would focus on the principles of building this up over a long period of time, using observations, genuinely connecting with them, and if you do that, you're never going to be the sleazy guy at the gym. Okay, so it's been awesome taking these questions. I would also like some from the women that watch this channel. I know that you are out there, so don't let the boys dominate. I will be trying to answer 2 questions every single week. If you want to send them in to me, please contact me on Twitter @Hayley Quinn or on Instagram @HayleyQuinnX.